My family loves traveling. So about a year ago, my family took a trip to France. At this time, I'm a ninth grader and in high school. Before the trip, my mum spent a few months learning French, and my sisters had some basic knowledge of the language, so we were set. We flew into some country in Europe, and then took the train all the way to Paris. Once we arrived in the train station, we took a few minutes to prepare ourselves before heading out and looking for a taxi. We were walking when suddenly a guy comes up to us. He knew some English and asked if we were looking for a taxi, since he had a large van taxi. My family was happy, since we have over a 5-person family. There aren't really enough seats in a regular taxi. So we agreed, and we walked over with him as he points out a large black van, with another guy sitting in the driver's seat. Now that I think of it, there's no reason that there are 2 taxi drivers in a car. The weird part was that it had no taxi indicators or anything on the van, stating that this was a taxi service. I remember my parents exchanging glances with each other, but going along with it. So at this point we haven't even discussed the price or where we were heading. He just opened the rather large trunk and started chucking our bags inside. At this point, my mum was worried. She demanded an answer on why there was no taxi indicator. The man began switching between English and French and wasn't giving a clear answer. She didn't push it. And my mum then asked for the price. It was a bit costly, but there are no other regular taxi vans around. And at this point, the man is getting the last of our luggage in, when we noticed my dad's attitude change. He seemed more concerned. He went up to the man, stopped him putting the last piece of luggage in the van, and he said, "Show me your taxi license." At this time, I didn't even know there was a taxi license. I guess neither did the man. His eyes widened and he seemed nervous. In very broken English, he said something along the lines of, right, taxi license." He pretended to pat his pockets and acted like he left it at home. My parents at this point quickly grabbed the luggage and said thank you. We didn't need the taxi anymore. They quickly took us across the street and merged us into a large group of people getting away from the black van. We eventually found a taxi terminal and found a large van, and we never spoke of the event again. But I feel like I was that close to finding out whatever these people planned on doing with us.